Friction example 1. So we've got a block of mass 5 kilograms lies at rest on a rough surface, coefficient of friction 0.4. Horizontal force of P is applied. Find the size of the frictional force where applicable, and where applicable the acceleration of the block. First off when P is 10, then when P is 19.6, then when P is 30. So we've got the block there. It's got a mass of 5. It's going to have a reaction coming up. It's going to have a mass coming down times gravity. You've got a force this way of P and a force holding it back of friction. Remember the coefficient of friction, mu is 0.4. First, you want to find there, remember the formula for friction. Friction is less than or equal to mu r. So we want to find r. So if we resolve vertically, forces up equal forces down. So the force going up is r, the force going down is 5g. So r equals 5g, so r equals 49 newtons. Okay. If we then use this to find friction, so friction is less than or equal to mu r. So less than or equal to, it tells us in the question that mu is 0.4, the coefficient of friction. R we just found was 49. So friction is less than or equal to 19.6 newtons. Okay, so that's the biggest the friction can be is 19.6. Now in the question, you want to say, find the frictional force when P equals 10. So when P is 10, we can say that P is less than friction, because friction is 19.6, so it will not move. Now remember we said the friction will not be larger than it needs to be. So friction in this case is just going to match the 10. So friction is 10. Because friction can, the max it can be is 19.6, but if it's only got to overcome a force of 10, it will just use 10 of its value. Part B, when P is 19.6, this time P is equal to the friction, because remember friction was 19.6. So again, will not move, but in limiting equilibrium or limiting friction. All right, so this time friction will also be 19.6. Okay. Part C, when P is 30, this time P is greater than friction, so it will move. And this time we're going to use F equals ma. It's moving this way. So if we do F equals ma, if we go back to the diagram, we're moving this way, we'll have P take away friction. Equals the mass of the object, which is 5, times A. Now, I know from the question that P is 30, so 30, I know that friction is 19.6, is 5A. So if I just work out that left-hand side, that gives me 10.4. Divide by 5, A is 2.08.